Carrie here at the Manchester Theater on the opening day of The Promise. Starring Oscar Isaac and Christian Bale, this movie is a love story set during the Armenian genocide, and it's already been developing a lot of buzz. We have a long line outside, and let's go check and look and see what the audience members are looking forward to on this movie. So tell me, what does this film mean to you?
It's a fulfillment of a promise that a nation gave 2 years ago, to never forget what happened in terms of atrocities that were committed against Armenians from 1896 to 1915 and today still continues. A gentleman with big heart, Mr. Kirkorian, gave a promise to make sure that a highest caliber production that comes from out of Hollywood that depicts what happened to our nation. And today, it's an emotional time for all of us as we're going to really live the historical moments that really took 2/3 of our nation out of existence. And today, it's a bittersweet day because we rekindle what happened, but at the same time, we are survivors. We are thriving, not only all over the world, but here in Fresno, home of William Saroyan, home of Kirkorian, home of many other heroes, Solomon Tehlirian and others. And it refuels us, re-energizes us to never forget what happened and reignite within us the level of promise that we have to give to ourselves, to our kids, to never forget what happened, but also contribute back for the prosperity of our homeland, our Armenia.
I'm Brooke Ashton, board president from Fresno Unified School District.
So what brought you out to see the movie The Promise?
Well, I also sit on the board of directors for the Armenian Cemetery. Being Armenian, I think it's a great program, and I hope that it meets all expectations.
So do you think the Armenian genocide needs more exposure in the public?
Absolutely, we need to recognize the Armenian genocide. It needs to be recognized. It's way past the point of that, and it's time that the United States, and particularly our president, recognizes what happened to my people.
What do you expect to get from the film?
I hope it's a great representation of what actually happened. My relatives came through the genocide, and it was ungodly what happened to them. And you know, the Armenian people are resilient, and my relatives came here to America with a hope and a dream, and they succeeded. You know, I think that having people come and see the film, I'm very grateful to the sponsors which have underwritten the event tonight. I think it's a fantastic thing, and I hope that everybody comes out and sees the film.
Paul Jamushin is my name. I'm with the Armenian National Committee, and we've been very active trying to get advances for the Armenians. And needless to say, this movie is a huge, huge advance.
What do you hope the impact of this film will be into the public?
Multiple. One, the movie has been incredibly long in delay. It should have been done a long time ago. Now, whether it's social media or however, it's getting conversation going, much delayed conversation, and people are more and more hearing about the genocide, hearing about Armenians, and so this is a major thing we want to blunt the denialists in Turkey. I just heard Good Morning America, and one of the people there said, I didn't even know about this. A couple of the actors that were in the movie were there and talked about it. So it's getting such that they're talking about it, and I think that's a good start.
What do you hope the film accomplishes? What do you hope the film is like, I guess?
Well, first, I think it's very fitting that the person who was behind this was a native Fresno, Kirkorian. He came from Fresno. He died at 95, but he never forgot his roots. He always remembered about the genocide. They tried a number of years to have this movie, but extortion by the Turks stopped it. This one was almost stopped too. So what the intent is to get the word out so it can't be denied. The Turks stopped us from showing a movie like this, even back when they had the Franz Werfel book. And now we have a book, we have the movie. It should get people more talking, conversation between Armenian and non-Armenian, and hopefully lead to the recognition of the Armenian genocide.
Awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to add and address to the public at all?
Well, I feel like this is something that we owe a huge, huge debt to Kirk Kerkorian. He was born here, but this movie is his vision. It's his vision that they could not stop. He invested hundreds of millions to make this movie so that it would pass a message, and I think it's being done, and we should all remember that it started with Kirk Kerkorian.
Awesome. Thank you for your time.
I'm Gary Bradefeld, Garry, Bradefeld, Council Member, Fresno City Council, District 6.
Awesome. So, why are you coming to see The Promise?
Well, I want to see what I know is going to be a tremendous movie documenting an unfortunate part of history, the Armenian genocide. So I think it's going to be a very important movie, and I'm happy to be here.
And what do you expect to see from the film?
Well, we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's an important movie. I don't think the genocide has been documented as well as it should be, and I think this movie does that.
Awesome. And do you have any final words you'd like to say to the public or stress about the importance of this film?
No, I think I could probably comment more after the film.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Very Reverend Father Dajjad Ashikyan. I'm the pastor of Holy Trinity Armenian Apostolic Church in downtown Fresno. And I'm here right now to watch the Promise movie because every single Armenian should keep his promise that we're gonna remember and ask for our 1.5 million Armenian brother and sisters' blood and their homelands, which they left it there behind and they came here. They live in diaspora, and as we are here watching this movie, we're giving a proof that Armenians never die, and we will continue to survive and ask for our homeland, our lands in Turkey.
Amazing. And one more question. What do you expect to get from the film?
Well, the film, I think, I expect to get what every Armenian wants to get. It's what the truth. You know, in this movie, the truth has revealed, and I expect everyone watches it and knows the truth, because if we talk, we can't express as much as the movie, because the movie is gonna express what we can't express it by ourselves.
Amazing. Thank you so much for your time.
That is beautiful, unbelievable production. The sound system, the music system, the people in it, the storyline, amazing. Yes, we enjoyed it very much. I hope that the world will see this and learn from it how painful it is to survive sometimes. So the storyline was very good, the director was very good, coloring unbelievable, location unbelievable, so it was very good.
Awesome. Very emotional. Excellent.
Unbelievable. It touched every heart, every soul.
I think, just speaking on my feelings and the entire audience's feelings, we were all very touched emotionally throughout the movie, just because, of course, of the story, but also the fact that finally the story has come to theaters where the masses can see it, not just the Armenian people who are familiar with the story, but all the other people who need to know so history doesn't repeat, and so they're aware of our story, but the story that's relevant to today also.
It was too emotional because my mother could have been one of those people just walking. She just died around 4 years ago, and she was 103. But her parents, her siblings, they were all killed just like you saw. So that's all I can say.
I thought it was awesome. I thought it was amazing. I'm not Armenian myself, but I can honestly say that I didn't know this much about the history of what they've endured just to get here. So it was pretty interesting.
So you would say the movie had a powerful impact on you, being someone that didn't know about it?
Yeah, I can say that. I can say that, as far as historically goes, learning about a different culture or a different race or I don't know, background, ethnicity, and all that good stuff. How we're a country that's made up of immigrants, and that's just another small piece to add to the American heritage.
It was a very good movie. Happened to be very special for me because my ancestors are from Musadagh, and that's what the movie finishes up at, Musadagh. So it was a wonderful, wonderful movie. Very well done. Very pleased.
This movie we've needed for a long time. So, not just for us, but for everyone else in the world to see and believe everything that we fought for all this time. This is it. Said it all. And thank you to Kirk, which is a distant relative of mine, and I don't think we could have done it without him. It's really a miracle. This is amazing. And thank you, Oppo and Nighty, for tonight.
I was very impressed with the film. It was beyond my expectations. It was a unique opportunity to tell the story of the genocide that's over 100 years old, and it was part documentary and part fictional, but it came together very well. Ուրախ եմ, որ այս արիտը եղավ խոսելու այս գեղեցիկ ֆիլմին մասին։ Եվ այս ֆիլմը գնահատագրե ցեղասպանությունը, որ դեղի ունեցավ 100 տարի ավելի առաջ։ Գուսանք, որ ասիգա արիտը լա, աստագը լա, որ միջազգային հանրությունը դերյակը լա մեր ցեղասպանության եւ գեղեցիկ ծևով պատմված էր երաժշտությունը հոյագաբեր եւ storyline-ը խենթանալիք. Thank you.
I'm Nairi Segdijian, representing the Armenian National Committee Hovig Apos Aldajian Capital Gateway program. And we wanted to sponsor some private screenings of this movie this evening as well as tomorrow to bring the Armenian community together, as well as educators and public officials in town, because this is a very, very important movie. And April 24 is coming up, and it's in honor of everyone that we lost. And the executive producer, Kirk Kerkorian, is actually from Fresno, California. We lost him a couple of years ago, but he was able to pull through and put this film together. And we thank him to this day for it. And we continue his legacy. And we are all here together to watch it together. And it was an excellent film. We hope everybody goes out there and watches it. It's very important, and I thank you for having me. Շատ ուրախ էի, որ մեր հայ քաղուտը, Ֆրեզնոյի հայ քաղուտը կովկովի եկանք եւ աս շատ կարեւոր ֆիլմը իրարու հետ դիտեցինք։ Շատ հուզիչ ֆիլմներ եւ ֆիլմներ, որ Parchiga, Parerchik չեմ գնար գոր գտնել։ So շատ ուրախ եմ, որ ամենքնից իրարու հետ էինք այս ժամանակ։ Մերսի։
Ուրեմն սիրելի հեռնագիցներ, ցեզի հետ էինք այսօր Manchester Theatre-ն, ուր տեղի ունեցավ The Promise Movie-ի խաղարկությունը գազམ་ակերպությամբ հայտարարի հանձնախումբի Հովիկ Սաղդնջան ֆանդի կողմէ ներկայացվեցավ հանրության այսօր ուրբաթ 21 ապրիլ 2017-ին։ Շնորհակալություն, ցեզ հետ էինք Նուր TV-ին, մնացեք միշտ հավատարիմ դիտողը եւ ունընտրող Նուր TV պատկերասրահին։ Շնորհակալություն։